It's literally only 8:12, and today's video already has 29 views. You guys are killing it. And look at yesterday's 195. It's one of my most ever, the quickest. So let's look at yesterday's comments, or today's and yesterday's comments too. I mean, this is insane. MK99 already, and this is only in like an hour. First, funny Fortnite moments. Ken Moore with the good tip. PayPal is holding my money now, so I told him to go contact them over the phone to see what's up, because that is a little bit unheard of. Eric, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Great video. Thank you so much. Somebody commented. I mean, look at these comments. It's just insane. Be careful. Verizon is relocking their phones, especially new ones. I honestly don't know like how accurate that is, but I definitely like, if that is something you're experiencing, that's good to know, and I really appreciate that. And I'm sharing this because all of you, I mean, Verizon is our money maker, so if they're starting to do that, I would be careful. So thank you, Green Apples, Green Apples. Hey guys, so it is currently 8:45 in the morning, and so I put up some Craigslist ads. Nothing in terms of traction yet, but it usually takes a couple hours for it to really start to go, or they just get flagged because people in my town are kind of dummies for that. But I just got off the phone with eBay, and I actually increased my seller limits, which I'm super excited about. I've been kind of nervous to make this call for a little bit now, because as you guys know, they like literally hound you on it. So I literally just put in my sweet tooth and was just like, literally her name was like Hillary, and I kept just saying like, hey Hillary, I really appreciate it. And she actually said my account was in good standing, and I'll be honest with you guys, I was only at $5,000 a month with 50 items. 50 items is, I don't do that because we're selling higher ticketed items. 50 phones is a lot for me. But I ended up getting that increase to 75 items and $10,000 selling limit. And because I asked her if there's only a couple more days in the month, will that increase too? And she said yeah. So I literally will just, she said I'll get a confirmation in about 10 minutes that my increased selling limits. I've been holding on to a lot of phones, so I'm going to be showing you guys most of my listings, or just me maybe just posting them, doing a little like montage of me posting them. But I have a ton of phones. Like I'll show you which ones I have to sell. So let me see, this one I have to sell, this iPhone 7, this finance T-Mobile one I have to sell, this one I'm going to sell locally. I have an iPhone 8 Plus finance I'm trying to sell. This is also, it was a bad ESN one. The guy like lost it and then found it, so he had reported it. So that one I have to sell. This iPhone 8 Plus I have to sell. So I mean, the reason my numbers aren't higher enough, because I don't mark them in my spreadsheets, like actually, because I record everything, I will not mark them until like they're actually sold. So for me, like I want to know how much I'm making. If I like, until I don't want to know how much I'm making until I sell that item. And so until I sell that item, we're gonna record it in my books. So I know my numbers are gonna increase a lot here. We'll see how well they sell on eBay, but I usually don't have too much trouble with that. So I will let you guys know what exactly is happening for the rest of the day. I don't know, obviously things are different every single day for me, and you guys know that. But I'm just gonna wait for that confirmation email, and I'm gonna start to list a lot of these items. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hey guys, so it is currently 12:43 right now. I've had a pretty busy morning, so I haven't filmed honestly too much. But to update you, I showed you that I put on my ads. I woke up early this morning, got a lot of stuff done, and then what did I do? I listed. I told you that I increased my seller limits, which I haven't actually done that. I was going to do this morning, put up all my phones that I want to, but that's most likely what I'm going to be doing probably for like an hour or two this afternoon, because sometimes that does take a while, and I know a lot of you guys know that. But after that, I had an hour-long consulting call with one of you guys. I really enjoy doing them. I mean, if you want to have a consulting call yourself, you just have to purchase that phone flipping starter pack, which is that first link down below. But I say 30 minutes, but I'll honestly go for as long as you guys want. I mean, I'm here to help you, and I think he got a lot of value out of the conversation. So he's definitely gonna start killing it, and I told him to keep updating me on his new numbers, and I gave him a couple strategies that he could implement. But after that, I ended up going out into buying a phone. So I ended up buying a phone. It was an iPhone 8. A little bit interesting. The guy, I met him at an Applebee's. He was like in a wheelchair, stuff like that, and it wasn't like what it was in person. It was an iPhone 8 I ended up buying. I don't know, it's super cracked. So small crack on the camera, small crack on the back, big cracks on the back, and some minor cracks on the front. So this is an iPhone 8, 64 gigabyte, and it was Verizon, which does help a lot, especially with how much damage this has, because it does increase the value a bunch. So for me, I could have made some decent money on eBay with it, because it is fine, cleaning the scent and everything like that. But I wanted to sell it to my actual private buyer, because I'm trying to have a long-lasting relationship with him. So if he's not getting phones from me, I have to actually go ahead and I'm probably gonna lose him. So I ended up messaging him. He told me the price I could get, and I super lowballed him even more in person, because it wasn't what it was like. He just showed me the front. He said there was no cracks when there was a crack on the front, and didn't even tell me all about all these cracks in the back. And I ended up was supposed to go in there giving 300. I said, I'll give you 80 bucks. And so we were literally there for 10 minutes negotiating. And if you guys know negotiating, it is tough. It usually goes within 15-20 seconds where you come to a price, and it literally probably took 10 minutes. We were going back and forth on value, and I was just trying to act like the homie to him. But I ended up buying it for 130 bucks. So I knew I tried to go below 150 on it. I had reappraised it in person. I literally messaged him during the meetup, my iPhone person that buys phones, and I said, how much can I get for it? And he said $290. So I ended up making 160 bucks on it, which is super good. I love spending little money to get a lot of money, in the sense I'd rather buy an iPhone 8 for 100 and make 290 on it, than buying an iPhone 60 and making the same profit off of 650 bucks when I bought that. So I ended up just getting the payment. You guys can see, I don't know if it'll zoom in, but there's a payment. You receive $290. I basically just invoice him when I have it, send him the IMEI, and it's all good. So I'm gonna ship this out maybe today or tomorrow. It's either today or tomorrow, I don't really know, but again, the phone was Verizon, so I'm super happy about that. So I have a couple people looking to buy, one, the iPhone X brand new in the box, and the iPhone 7 the iPhone X also, that I tried to sell yesterday too. I have a total of 3 iPhones right now, iPhone X's, so I'm super low on capital on that end. So if I get these 2 to sell, I'm guessing probably only one of them will sell or agree to meet up, but we're in the talk right now. One guy was supposed to meet at 1, and he's just not messaging me back, so that probably won't happen, but I'll let you guys know. He was to pay me $650 for it. Ended up paying $440 for that Sprint iPhone X. So, and the other one's just an AT&T brand new I bought for $650, and he's hopefully gonna be buying it for $850. So that's best case scenario. I'll let you guys know exactly what's going to be happening. Again, I don't really know what it is, but I will take you along on that journey. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. said get bubble wrap. I'm getting bubble wrap. Alright, so it's currently 3:54. Middle of the day. Obviously been super busy, just got back from Staples, and I mean, I had a great response to the video yesterday, so I appreciate all of you that gave me some input, and the consensus was buy bubble wrap. So that's exactly what I did. I think I went a little bit overboard, but I got 1, 2, and 3. They're actually pretty thick ones. Like, I think this should be enough for a while. But they have buy 2 get 1 free, and they're only like $5. So definitely, if you're not using bubble wrap, you should, because everybody else is recommending it, and so you don't make the same mistake that I do with breaking a phone, because it is costing me probably about $100 to, in a sense, just like I'm not losing $100. It's just I'm not gaining the $100 in profit that I was looking for. So really sucks, but definitely go get these. They're only $5 at Staples, and these were like the thinner kind. But like when I'm putting them in the small flat rate priority boxes, this is probably going to be the best case scenario. So it doesn't take up too much space, but it still pads it. So thank you for everyone again for that. And so now I'm basically going to start listing some phones on eBay. The reason I didn't do it, I was gonna do it this morning, and obviously you guys know I got super busy. So the reason I didn't do it between then, after being busy this morning and now, is simply because, as you guys know, I like to actually list them at certain times. You have to think about it. I'm trying to appeal to the optimal seller, and the optimal seller, let's just say, like, most people have 9 to 5 jobs. So if I'm going to list an item, I want it to end before 9 or after 5, because between 9 and 5, they're not going to, most of the time they won't be on eBay, and therefore if your listing expires between those times, you're going to have less views in that last hour. So now it's getting to that time. I'd like to assume Eastern time. So for me, this is a great time to do it. It's about, what, 6, 7 o'clock Eastern time, and the thing will expire at the best time possible. So let's go do that. Hey, what is up, guys? So it is currently 7:22 right now. I'm currently kind of wrapping up the day. So I finished the day pretty strong. I ended up just selling that iPhone 7 Plus. It was the $350 one. T-Mobile, 128 gigabyte. I knew it would sell. I didn't end up selling to that guy that always buys. It was just somebody, and I ended up getting the 450 right here. So I'm pretty excited about that. So always having more cash on you is really nice to go out and buy some more phones. So I'm going to really attack tomorrow hard. Just got back. I picked up some Chipotle, so I'm going to make this outro pretty quickly because that stuff's dank. And so I told you earlier that I list some phones. I didn't end up listing all of them. I kind of got caught up with just other things. So I ended up listing this iPhone X. This was the 64 gigabyte. I don't remember what exactly it was. Oh yeah, it was the T-Mobile financed one, and I ended up putting up 680. I think I listed it for, something like that. I just put it up, and this iPhone 7, which I bought. These were both that I bought yesterday, so I just never got around to it. And because you guys saw, I did increase my seller limits because I couldn't sell these because I had reached it already for the month. So now that it already implemented, which is pretty cool. And now it's iPhone 7. I listed 128 gigabyte Sprint Badius, and this is one I paid $100 for. This one I paid $400 for, so I'm gonna make a lot of money on this one. This one I should make about a little bit over $100 and some change. Listed it for like $230 something, I believe. So definitely a strong finish to the day. These didn't sell yet, but I will let you guys know when they do sell. I don't really know. These X's usually sell a lot faster, but one different thing that I want to talk about for today was this phone meetup for the 7 Plus. So it was originally T-Mobile, and I thought it was locked to T-Mobile, and so the guy ended up he had a Metro PCS, and they showed up at the McDonald's, really nice couple, and they wanted to actually go to a Metro PCS store. So I ended up first just seeing if it would work with Metro PCS with the SIM card trick, just putting it in there, seeing if it would go through the steps from the hello screen, and it ended up going through there, but it wasn't getting any service. So we ended up just going a couple minutes down the road. I followed them. Obviously I took the phone back, went to the Metro PCS, and the phone ended up working. Like, I don't know if they needed to activate something, because most of the time, just for like AT&T, Verizon, we just put in our SIM card, you'll get service. I don't know if it's different with Metro PCS, so if you guys have any input on that, definitely let me know if that's just a Metro PCS thing. It might be a Cricket thing too, because I kind of see them hand in hand, but he just got service once he ended up putting like some stuff in the system at Metro PCS. Because the guy was also saying he tried it in other phones and it wouldn't work. So I said, hey, let's go to the store and see what happens. And look what happened. Ended up with the cash with $100 profit. So definitely don't limit yourself. I mean, this is something where I learned something new every day. And the cool thing that I did learn too, I didn't end up getting his SIM card obviously because he needed it, but I learned what Metro PCS SIM cards look like. It literally just had a like blue like little square on it, which is something I've seen it before, but I didn't know what carrier that meant. So those little blue square ones mean they're Metro PCS, I think. And I know Cricket, it's not Cricket because Cricket usually says Cricket on them. So that's something cool if you guys want to learn something from that. I did today, and I love learning new stuff like that. Small stuff, but it'll go a long way, especially if I have to find and see if it will work with Metro PCS, because I do have one, I just never used it. So that's pretty cool. But again, productive day. Did a lot more back-end work, didn't do too many like phones, but I did end up, like, it was a really good day because I ended up buying a phone, selling it literally the same day within a couple minutes. You guys saw that I sold it to my private buyer, and listing 2 phones, ended up selling the one I sold yesterday. So I have 2 more from yesterday. The other one I ended up just selling, that was that one. So 1 of the 3 done, and 2 of them are listed. So I honestly think that's a productive day for me. It might not be to you guys just selling 1 phone, but these back-end stuff is very important to be able to have days where I'm able to buy 2, 3, 4, 5 phones in a single day. So I hope that yesterday is kind of what tomorrow will look like again, 2, 3 phones, but obviously, who knows? We're in the industry, we're doing it full time. You guys are along the ride, and if there's any failures, I'll show you. If there's ups and downs, I'll show you everything that I'm going through. So again, if you made it to this far in the video, I definitely appreciate you. And if you haven't liked the video so far, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're not in the family, hit that little subscription button down below. I'd really appreciate the support. And for sticking around this long, I actually made a 20% off coupon for this vlog only. I'm gonna be taking it down in 24 hours after this vlog is posted. So if you want the phone flipping starter pack, I made a 20% off for these 24 hours below, so definitely get on that. It is an important thing to have those pictures, that bill of sale, and to get that 30-minute consulting call, because I saw how much value I think the guy got today from the call. So again, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.